The toolkit created jointly with the Royal Shakespeare Company to help teach Shakespeare in schools. And we will soon be at Deac Youth Gallery introducing Shakespeare to young children through storytelling. There are excellent materials on our websites for students, teachers and fans. We even have a free 6-week online course for real enthusiasts of Shakespeare. So, back to this evening, there's a spectacular showcase of British arts. Shakespeare interpreted through theatre, music, opera, ballet and hip-hop. Traditional and contemporary. We are able to bring this one-off performance to you thanks to the RSC and the BBC. And locally, I would like to thank our partners, Uránia Cinema, which is absolutely beautiful for this event, and to Pannonia distributors, who have been bringing Shakespeare screenings to Europe for a number of years, and have provided the translation for this evening's event. I would also like to thank our colleagues in the British Embassy and the British Chamber of Commerce for their assistance. And most of all, my colleague Zita Gergely, who's the English Programme Manager at the British Council, who's put an awful lot of work into this and all of our Shakespeare Lives campaign. Okay, so some practicalities. The show will start at 9:15. There will be a short interval halfway through, and it will finish at 11:45. Fingers crossed, it is a live streaming event, but we're very hopeful. Okay. So, but before we start, it gives me great pleasure to hand over to Her Majesty's Ambassador to Hungary, Mr. Ian Lindsay, to say a few words. And please enjoy the show.
Jó estét kívánok, tisztelt Hölgyeim és Uraim! Üdvözlöm Önöket a Shakespeare Live-ban. Nagyon boldog vagyok, hogy ma este együtt ünnepelhetjük a William Shakespeare életét és örökségét. Színház, ez az egész világ, és merő, szereplő mind a férfi, nő. Mindenki föl és lelép, jött több szerep is egy személyre. Felvonásaik a hétkor. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances. And one man in his life plays many parts, his act in 7 ages. Thus begins the monologue, as I think most of you know from As You Like It, Ahogy Tetszik, spoken by the melancholy Jacques in Act 2, Scene 7. The speech compares the world to a stage and life to a play, and describes the 7 ages of man. That play was my first experience of William Shakespeare. And I guess as a diplomat who has travelled around the world and played many parts, this speech resonates very much with me. Tonight we celebrate the 400th anniversary of the death of William Shakespeare on the 23rd of April, 1616. Shakespeare's legacy is without parallel. He lives today in our language, our culture, and our society. His works are translated into over 100 languages and studied by half the world's school children, not least here in Hungary, where Romeo and Juliet and Hamlet are part of your educational curriculum. Shakespeare's work covers the whole range of human emotions and experiences, including love and hate, revenge and jealousy, loyalty and betrayal, greed and power, and fate and tragedy. Shakespeare also wrote about issues which troubled his world and still trouble ours. such as corruption, the brutality of conflict, tyranny, and respect for the rule of law. The timeless resonance of these themes has produced adaptations in diverse geographical, social, political, and historical contexts, as well as inspiring films, music, opera, literature, and animation, and apparently hip-hop. We will see some fine examples of this tonight in this star-studded Royal Shakespeare Company anniversary production celebrating Shakespeare's plays and their enduring influence on music, dance, opera, musical theatre and comedy. I myself had the opportunity recently in Debrecen to see a wonderful performance of Romeo and Juliet at the Chopinoi Színház. It was a very alternative performance, but it was thought-provoking, and I think that's what Shakespeare is still relevant for all of us. He makes us think. So, together with the British Council throughout this year, we're inviting you to join us in celebrating the life and legacy of William Shakespeare. Enjoy the show, Hoira Shakespeare!
Thank you.